Okay, hello. I'm very excited about this one. In this talk, we're going to completely blow the lid on how viewbotting on Twitch actually works, totally legally, and people will be amazed by just how prominent this is. But I'm also going to teach you exactly how to learn if a person is viewbotting or not. And on top of all that, we are going to watch somebody doing it in real time right now for the AAA release of Amazon's game New World. This is not clickbait. This is all really going to happen, so please stay and watch. I have two very quick announcements. One, we have a Discord server. It's a server for people to talk about high-powered issues related to media, the game industry, content creation. If that's up your alley, I think it's a very sophisticated community. It's awesome. Please check it out at discord.gg/Devin or link down below. Number two, last week we launched a Patreon. It's been months in the making, and I just wanted to make sure that it provided value to people. There's already over 15 hours of exclusive content there, and there will be much more. For $5, you get all of it. It's a place where I can create real deep value around business, marketing, success content, stuff I've wanted to really create for a long time that really helps people trying to become successful without having to worry about like the popularity contest that is the YouTube algorithm. So please consider supporting me on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Devin Nash. Of course, the majority of everything I create will always be free right here, and that's all you need. You do not need to pay money. I'm not asking you to pay money unless you absolutely want to, and you want to get that kind of stuff. So please consider the Patreon if you want to support, or just like what I'm doing here. Okay, so now on to the exciting stuff. Thank you for bearing with me. A while ago, I created a video called How Legal Viewbots Thrive on Twitch. It's right here, and it's the most successful video on my channel. And I couldn't believe that this video did that success because this is just like a clip from my stream where I was kind of talking about roughly how actual viewbots work. But I didn't really ever explain in this 10-minute video exactly how viewbotting works and how prominent it is on Twitch. And we're going to watch in real time this happening in a couple of minutes here on Twitch, and I'm going to teach you how it works. So there's two different types of viewbotting on Twitch. The first types of viewbotting is what I would call illegal viewbotting. I'm sorry, I'm so excited that I'm typing differently. Okay. And then the second type is legal viewbotting. So this means so the first one would be, this is the kind of viewbotting that if Twitch catches you, they'll ban you. Now there's some caveats here. I'm gonna put a little star here so you see that later. And then the second thing is legal viewbotting, which means if Twitch catches you, they don't care and you will not get banned for this. And it's very easy to do. And we're gonna show you in real time how it's happening, okay? But let's go over the illegal viewbotting first and how that works. So if you, one of the best ways to look at this is the recent issue of Twitch suing, what just happened to our article? Hello. Okay. Twitch sues 2 users for harassing streamers with hate rates. And we're going to go look at, I searched by accounts. And we're going to see here that in their case, this user Cruise Control allegedly created over 3,000 bot accounts involved in these things called hate rates. So how did this work? Well, a couple of users or multiple users would create multiple accounts on Twitch, and then they would go into a chat and they would spam a single message. Usually that message would be hate-oriented. It would be some kind of like really bad connotation, some people saying some really bad stuff. But using that exact same technology, and creating those accounts, you can actually just create viewbots, and all of those count as views. What you do is you create a separate shard of a Twitch stream on something like AWS. So you rent an S3 server or something, and then you create a shard for a person to watch, and it effectively, that person, even if they're not a logged in user, counts as a view. So you create an instance, kind of, if you guys are game players and you understand like how an instance works in an MMO, one of the easiest ways to understand is you create an instance where someone has a stream open, and all it takes is just bandwidth. You don't even need an account. And as long as that tab is effectively open in Google Chrome, right, you can do that on multiple different instances, counting as multiple different IPs or separate instances, and you can get thousands of viewers. But there's also services that'll just do this for dollars on just like very few dollars. It doesn't cost that much to do this. So how hard is it to create bot accounts? Well, it turns out it's super easy. And the way that it works is to create an account on Twitch, you need a verified email or a phone number. Okay? Most people will just select the email, and you can also do this which is enabled this additional account creation thing where additional Twitch accounts can be created using this verified email address. And that basically means that you can turn this feature on. You can spin up a temporary email, and then it will send you a 6-digit verification to your email, and you'll have to register that, and bam, you've got a Twitch account. Okay, so creating bot accounts is incredibly easy on the platform, and there's no, like, a bot can easily create thousands of accounts on Twitch. So you'll see these articles like Twitch bans millions of bot accounts. I think if we search that on Google, we'll find out what I mean. Yeah, so Twitch banned 7 million bot accounts to cut back inflated view counts. So this is happening. This is 2021, right? About 6 months ago. 7.5 million bots removed. So it's really, really easy to create these accounts. And what you do is you send all these accounts to a Twitch stream, and then optionally, you can just have them sit there, which a lot of people do. And I can tell you that internally, this is a number you're going to have to trust me on. I promise I'll provide a lot of data for other things that are coming up in this video. But internally within Twitch, the way that they think about Viewbots is about 20%, 10 to 20% of successful broadcasters, that's 2 in 10, have viewbotted at some time or been viewbotted consistently to get their numbers up. Because viewbotting really works. Because the way that Twitch's system works in the directory is if you go to the directory and you look at these streams, most of the streams are sorted high to low. Now, there is a recommendation system in place now, but if you go to New World right now, which we'll come back to in a minute, you'll see that the streams that have the most amount of viewers are the streams that are gaining a lot of traction. And in individual research, you show that about the first 10 streams are picking up viewers from the directory. And beyond that, these people down here are not really getting a lot of viewers from the directory. So why that's important is if you throw Twitch is what's known as a kingmaker system, meaning the highest number of viewers on a stream make that stream succeed more, or more viewers equals more success. But what's crazier than that is that it's not actually that complicated to duplicate Twitch chat. So what you can do is you can run a dictionary, and there are these dictionaries available of terms where all you have to do is like type easy clap, K-Kona, right? Or Kappa, whatever. There's a million different things that would basically make it appear that because one of the classic things is like, well, I'll always know if somebody is illegally viewbotting because their chat will be dead, right? You'll go in and you'll see they have 20,000 viewers, but their chat will be dead. But a smart viewbotter will simply just use a dictionary with viewbots. And by the way, these services are all available. Like, this is a Google search away. And funny enough, this video will probably have an ad for viewbotting on it. This is my previous video that I did on viewbotting that was the introduction to this. Has ads for viewbotting on it. Like, you could like just YouTube ads for viewbotting. And YouTube sending viewbotting ads to Twitch is amazing. And so these ads, like, it's a full service. Like, you sign up, you pay, I don't know, $20, you get X number of viewbots show up, and they have a dictionary where they'll just post occasionally, different accounts will post, and you won't really know if you stagger it correctly. The chat will look pretty active. And I wish I could, in this video, the one thing that I can't do is I really want to call out the viewers that the streams that I know have become successful from viewbotting. Many of you, however, though, armed with the knowledge I'm about to teach you today, should be able to figure that out yourself, and then you guys can do that work. I obviously can't do it because of my position as an agent. It brings me into a lot of like liability. So I'm not going to call out people that are viewbotting illegally today, but I will teach you how to do it, and so you can do it yourself. But suffice to say, it will surprise you how many successful streamers viewbotted their way to the top. And then once because of this directory system and this kingmaker system, they were able to drop those viewbots and then and replace them with legitimate users. So they viewbot it, basically literally fake it till you make it. Okay, but why can streamers risk this? Well, because there's basically no way to get banned. And let me explain to you the problem that Twitch has with illegal viewbotting. The problem is that let's say that I'm viewbotting. Okay, I'm viewbotting my Twitch stream. But I never show on stream that I'm viewbotting. I never talk about it, okay? There's no way for Twitch to know that that's me that's viewbotting, or if it's not somebody that's viewbotting me maliciously. So if someone like, so let's say that in a situation where I have 10,000 viewers, and someone else is legitimately viewbotting me, right? They signed up for the service, typed in my name, and now, like, they're sending those viewers to me. Well, I would get banned, theoretically under terms of service that work this way, I would get banned for viewbotting, but I'm not viewbotting. And then somebody is viewbotting my channel and there's nothing I can do. And indeed, this happens a lot. You'll find content creators report that they've been viewbotted, and I legitimately believe them. Like they're not viewbotting themselves, but they're getting viewbotted by someone who just simply signs up for the service, maybe to troll them or make them seem less legitimate. There's a million different reasons, right? And what ends up happening is that person is getting viewbotted. Now Twitch would ban that person for viewbotting, but they never did anything. And so Twitch would be, and this would then become a malicious thing that users could do to ban streamers they don't like. So Twitch is, the only way that Twitch can move on somebody illegally viewbotting is they see you like start the program, like you like somebody accidentally is streaming, and this has happened before multiple times. Somebody is streaming, brings their viewbot on the screen, right? As if like I like brought this notepad over, it's a viewbot screen, or they talk about viewbotting, and then of course it's an instantaneous ban. But you can't really get banned for viewbotting illegally as long as you don't come up and outright say it. And this is a really hard problem for Twitch to solve. And I think it's not really a problem Twitch can solve because, again, it opens them up to those malicious attacks of people just banning you because they viewbot you and then they get you banned. So there's not really a solution here. But let's talk about the far more interesting thing. And I think that the thing that a lot of people came here to, based on my promise in the intro video, which is like, okay, Devin, you said that that's illegal viewbotting. We get that now. Okay, you register accounts, you get a dictionary. How do these legal viewbots work? And I'm glad you asked. So let's say that I'm still scared of getting banned. I want to completely get around that and legally viewbot. How does that work? Well, I'm here to teach you right now how that works, okay? So I want to point you to the New World directory right now. So this is live right now. The game has been, as of this recording, the game has been released for about, 12 hours. And you'll see some pretty interesting stuff. So Shroud here, our man, is sitting at 160,000 viewers. It's a pretty impressive number. We've got this other group called F Extra Life that's here at 81,000. And then the next down is 26.8K viewers. So what's going on here? That's pretty crazy. And who's this F Extra Life guy, right? Is this why is this channel here? Okay. Now, I want to show you, at the time of the New World release, several hours ago, I also recorded the numbers. And I'm going to get those for you right now, as I took a couple of pictures. So picture number 1 here is going to be the start of the New World launch. This is within an hour of the game coming out. We're just going to use Paint so I can copy it over because it's in my email. So you'll see F Extra Life is leading the way with 43,000 viewers, and the next up is 16.4. So that's right when the game releases. And then we're going to look at the stream here in this picture, which is, so new file. So the stream's running 42,000 people, and people are typing drops, 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 drops. Okay. So what's going on here and what's happening? Well, let's go to the stream right now and go see, because they're live right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this just in case they see this and DMCA me. And we're going to look at the speed at which this chat is going. Okay. It's not going that fast for 80,000 viewers. And every single person that is in this chat is typing exclamation mark drops. And you see very little, if any, actual chat. There's a little bit, right? But this is 80,000 people. Okay. So let's go into a random stream. For example, this is S-Fan's stream right now. I'm clicking this at random, and I want you to look at the chat. See the difference? Right? I'm going to move myself over a little bit so you can see. But this, you should already have seen the difference here. So over here, the chat is going crazy. They have half the viewers that F Extra Life has. F Extra Life right now has 80,000 viewers. Okay? And look at this. Look at this chat. Go back again. Look at the difference. Drops, 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 right? Occasionally, there's a message that's like, not drops. Okay, you should add your heal potion to your hotbar. Drops, claims. Okay, so what's going on here? Okay, so it turns out it's a combination of things, but I'm going to show you the big one right away, okay? So what is F Extra Life? Well, F Extra Life is a website that supports guide content, YouTube content about games. It's just info about games. Okay, so like wiki, basically. Think about it like as a wiki for games. And move myself back over here. So let's go to fextralife.com and let's go see what we find. We're just going to load that up here. So here we are. Oh, that's weird. What just happened there? What just happened over here? Let me get rid of my camera here so you can see. So here we are on fextralife.com. Oh, that's weird. There's an embed of the exact same stream we just watched. So what's happening here is this embed is on this website being embedded right here, and it's counting as a view. So I'm counting as one of the viewers right now, even though I'm not logged in. I'll prove it to you, okay? We're gonna go to here to a live view right now of the F Extra Life logged in users versus actual users. So running this right now, we see there's 63,222 people that are actually logged in and 6 moderators and 1 person. Let's go back to the Twitch stream and we'll see that there are currently 81,035 viewers. So if we subtract the number of logged in users, we get 17,813 people that are unaccounted for. These are not real people. They're people that bounced off the website and hit this embed and then got counted as a view. So Devin, that means that there's 30. Well, what's the number, right? What's the difference? So that means that out of these numbers, there's, if we take 81,000 and you minus that by 718, that means that 63,222 viewers are legitimate, right? Well, no, because what's also going on, and another video that I made that I'd encourage you to watch if you is Are Drops Ruining Twitch, which is located here about a year ago. The second thing that's going on is that there's a huge amount of logged in users here, and that's why you see these exclamation mark drops, which isn't even how the system freaking works. This is all automated, okay? So these people are just... So remember I told you that Twitch is making kingmaker systems where basically the people that have the most amount of viewers, everybody just filters in? This is living proof of that happening right now. What's happening is all of these viewers are coming in expecting these drops. See, they don't even know how the system works. How the system actually works is you, for this current drop right now, I'll pull it up. You sit and you watch some of the drop compatible streams. And the longer you watch, you unlock these special items on New World. So this isn't even the way that the system is working, but what they're doing is because they're king-making by putting those initial amount of users on the embed in because they have a successful website, which you can do with any website. If you could get an embed on CNN.com, your Twitch channel would have millions of viewers, right? So you could very easily pay any website with any amount of traffic, embed a single pixel, because it doesn't have to be a whole stream here. It just so happens to be here. But you could embed a single pixel that auto plays the video, the stream video. It will count as a view for everybody that hits that website, and the website will be sucking the bandwidth of the people that come, but you can literally just pay, let's say I'll pay like $100 to a website that gets, I don't know, 100,000 hits a day, and that website puts a pixel of my stream on, auto plays, counts as a view. Those views stack me up to the top of the category, which we saw in that image that I sent you. If you looked at the image that I sent you, where F Extra Life initially had those viewers, that ratio of chatters to logged in users was much higher. So F Extra Life used the initial boost of viewers they had to get these viewers in for the drops and boost their channel to the top. And that's how they're doing it. So this is completely legal. You can legally embed on any website. Twitch will allow you to do it. They'll never ban you for this. But that's exactly how it works. Okay. And if you want to figure out how this works, all you need to do is you need to take the total logged in users versus logged out users. And if that number is greater than 20 to 30% of the total user base, those are viewbots, right? There's always going to be a percentage of users that are not logged in So that are still watching for whatever reason, like maybe they're incognito, maybe you're watching your favorite Amaranth stream and you don't want to be logged in. There's a bunch of different reasons. I'm sure she has a higher ratio of people that are not logged in than other people do. But generally it's 5 to 7%. So if you're looking at numbers of greater than 20 to 30%, you know that this is going on. This is a completely legal way to viewbot. This is a entirely legal way to viewbot that with absolutely no repercussions from Twitch. And what you'll see is that if you start looking into this, and here's the website, I promised I'd teach you how to do it. We're going to do that now. All you need to do is go to this website, t.3v.fi, look at /chatters, and then change the channel. So if you want to go here and you can check a channel, it's like offline, like mine, like Devin Nash, right? It's not going to pull up anything because there's some viewers in here. But you can look at the number of logged in users versus actual viewers, go over to the actual live stream, and then you'll be able to see the discrepancy, run the math yourself, and figure out if this person is viewbotting. And I encourage you to do this for any of the top channels that are appearing on the directory, and you may be surprised by the results. Go here, type in the channel, look at the difference of live viewers, if the percentage is high enough, right? There are other factors that go in. So another thing you could do is you can look for obvious bot names. So if we go back to this channel, and you see a bunch of 000, 111, 111, 111, 111, 111, 113, etc., right? You'll see that like some of these names are names that would reasonably never chat, okay? So in this case, most of these people are just creating these accounts to get drops in New World, but I can't speak to like how much, if this is actually, if they're actually illegally viewbotting on top of legally viewbotting, but if you go through a list of chatters through a website like this, it'll be very obvious, okay? But wait, there's more. We're not done yet. And if you're this far into the video, you've reached the secret section where, holy hell, thank you very much for watching this long. What are we, 20 minutes in now? So post in the comments below if you got all the way here. Thank you. You're awesome. Thank you for watching that long. So this is the special one for all y'all. Twitch also viewbots itself. So if we go to twitch.tv, the website, okay, this methodology of viewbotting is actually going on in real time. And we can see it by this thing called the carousel. So the carousel is the stuff that autoplays on the front page of Twitch. So go to twitch.tv and notice what happens there. I had to pause the video. This counts as a view for this person here. So Twitch legally embeds and viewbots itself because there are many different people, millions of people a day that are coming and hitting twitch.tv, the service. So all of these people in the carousel, right, are getting those views, and that's being automatically selected them, which is why the most featured one had that many viewers. So Twitch also allows embedding on their own, and this is all completely fine. Like, so let me also state that I'm not necessarily advocating for a world where this is not fine, where Twitch should ban embeds. I just think this entire system is fascinating. That's why I'm sharing it with you. So I wouldn't necessarily, I think illegal viewbotting, my position on this is illegal viewbotting basically has no solution. Like there's no way to implement it except to make account security more sophisticated. But the more sophisticated, we ran into this problem with hate raids, and I talked about this on that video, that the more sophisticated that you make any kind of account security, where you make it more difficult to sign up, you also reduce the total user acquisition of people who will not bother to create accounts because it's too difficult. So if you say, look, everyone needs a verified phone number, then there will be a huge percentage of people who just will not bother with that because they either don't want to go through the trouble or they don't have one or whatever. And that reduces your user acquisition. And for platforms, especially social media platforms, the final issue is user acquisition and that users stay there, that they post there and that they live there. That's the most important thing. So Twitch can't make account security too difficult or people don't use the website as users. And if you don't create an account on Twitch, you're far less likely to come back. So one of the solutions for this in hate raids that's been introduced or is being introduced by Twitch is pretty simple. You just give that power to the streamer. So, for example, the streamer can select, I only want people with verified phone numbers to post in my chat. Great, problem solved, right? The streamer will take on that risk of not onboarding those users. And it is a risk, right? Because you have that same risk as Twitch does, that if a person doesn't chat in your chat, doesn't become a part of the community, that they're less likely to become an engaged part of the community. And you give that ability, and then on the account side, you still make it fairly simple. So legal viewbotting is tough to stop, and so are the hate rate scenarios. But legal viewbotting maybe benefits the website because it creates the illusion that there are more users. And now this topic, and I will leave you with this very interesting thing. that I will not expand very much on because I don't want the Amazon SWAT team to come out of my toilet. But I will tell you, there are a lot of really big brands that are paying tens of thousands and millions of dollars for ads, right? And part of paying for those ads is the assurance that that ad is being shown to a viewer. But I have just shown you an example of a Twitch stream live right now that has 20,000 people that are not there. Now, 20,000 people, if an ad plays on that stream, that those 20,000 phantom viewers that are just sitting on the website and reading a wiki page and not engaging with the stream at all, which is automatically muted, probably don't even know it's there. Those 20,000 people also get served ads, but those ads don't show up, which effectively is a revenue loss for the but the brand doesn't know. Okay, so there's a certain loss that goes on with everything like this. Like there's tons of, this is not just like Twitch's problem, right? Like YouTube has this issue, Instagram has this issue. There's all kinds of like illegitimate views, even television, right? So if I turn on the TV and there's an ad for some medication and I'm in the kitchen making something and I don't see that ad, I also count as a phantom viewer in that instance. So this is a problem that advertising has to just eat, right? I'm not like pitting this on Twitch and saying like, oh, Twitch is like the vast majority of Twitch advertisements work the way they should, but this should interest you that there are tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, no, definitely hundreds of thousands of advertising impressions that are going out being paid for that never hit their target, right? They just don't. And that's like not even counting the people that have a muted tab or something that are just sitting there for drops like I am right now in Shroud stream because I'm playing New World. so like, right, because I'm getting an ad, but that ad's not going anywhere. So there's a massive amount of revenue being lost on the brand side as well. But again, I don't want to talk about this too much or say too much, or I'm going to start getting some phone calls. But you can extrapolate into that. And that's just kind of the last interesting thing that I want to leave you with. So that's everything I promised, right? This is how you can detect if the viewbots are legal or illegal and how you can kind of tell if people are doing it. And just the fascinating issue of like the last thing I want to leave you with is like just how prominent this is. Because like in my own estimation, it's like 20 to 40% of a lot of the top broadcasters viewbotted or were viewbotted at some time to help them get up in the rankings to beat this Kingmaker system because it's so hard to get discovered. So it's a really, and like none of those are actually impressions that are worth anything to ads. They just got, or to brands, they got played via ads to nobody. And at the end of the day, like it's just lost revenue and just fake viewers everywhere. So I hope you found this issue as interesting as I have to make this. I love this topic. And if you want more, discord.gg/Devin. I'm there all the time. Or patreon.com/Devin Nash, where I've got a bunch of specific stuff. That's basically where to find me. And also subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like this kind of stuff, because we got plenty more of it coming. Thank you so much for your time. And we'll see you again next video.